All right, so ludicrous Iranian demands keep the U.S. military locked and loaded. That's the subject of the rift. None other than the New York Times, willing to admit that the Iran war is going better than people think. Hat tip to columnist Bret Stephens for pointing out any number of empirical and quantitative military points suggesting this is the most efficient and successful short-term war perhaps ever. One point especially, the price of Brent crude way back in March of 2012, that was during the Obama years, averaged $123 a barrel. Now, that would be about $175 a barrel in today's dollars. And meanwhile, today, with Brent hovering around $100, it's only slightly higher than the inflation-adjusted price since January 2001. That price was roughly $95. So I still believe not only is this a very mild wartime oil shock, it's a very small price to pay for changing history by decapitating the radical Islamist extremist regime in Iran. What's more, the oil story is certainly not yet a recessionary story. But more than all that, the 15 points in the unofficial U.S. plan, because the White House has not stamped its approval on it yet. It's a tough one, very tough. It's so tough that Iran, or whoever represents them, is already rejecting it. Some of the high points, stripping all nuclear capabilities and facilities from Iran. No uranium enrichment on Iranian soil. Handing over Iran's stockpile of highly enriched uranium to the IAEA, the International Atomic Energy Agency. The Fordow, Isfahan, and Natanz sites to be completely decommissioned and dismantled and subject to inspections. Plus, Iran's got to stop supporting proxy terrorist groups. Plus, the Strait of Hormuz will remain open and shall be a free zone for vessels. Now, let me just stop on that Hormuz. I'd like to see the U.S. and its allies completely run the Hormuz Strait, including putting all of Iran's oil money in escrow at the U.S. Treasury and directing the actual Iranian money disbursements. That's right, directing it. I'd also like to see tougher ballistic missile control. And that's still a lot we don't know about these negotiations, okay? I certainly support the president's war effort in its entirety, and I support the negotiations. But as for the Iranian conditions to end the war, making good on war damages and reparations? No way. The U.S. certainly not going to remove its military presence from the Middle East. Don't be ridiculous. And Iran should not have some kind of sovereign right of authority over the Strait of Hormuz or whatever other nonsensical conditions they may come up with. I really preferred President Trump's declaration to seek unconditional surrender by Iran. And that would lead to some kind of regime change. And the U.S. would set all the conditions for some kind of future peace. Again, there's a lot we don't know, but the war is going well. Mr. Trump's Truth Social today, the war will be over by the new dates for the Trump-Xi summit of May 14 to 15. That's roughly 7 weeks from now. Maybe it'll be over sooner. Meanwhile, we're keeping a gun to their heads, locked and loaded. That's where we ought to be, and that is the risk.